Public water treatment and distribution. So, water treatment is any process that improves the quality of water to make it appropriate for a specific end use. The end use may be drinking, industrial water supply, irrigation, river flow maintenance, water recreation, or many other uses, including being safely returned to the new environment. Here are the stages of public water distribution. First is collection, next is screening and straining, coagulation or flocculation, sedimentation and clarification, filtration, disinfection, storage, and last is distribution. These are the main stages of water distribution, which will be further discussed throughout the report. Next slide. So, the first is collection. Community water systems obtain water from two sources, surface water and groundwater. Surface water is the water that collects on the ground or in the stream, while groundwater is obtained by drilling wells, which is located below the ground surface in pores and spaces in the rock. Bali, ito lang yung process ng pagkuha ng water or paghanap ng source of water na gagamitin para i-distribute at mag-undergo sa process na ito. Sources of water. There are two types of sources of water. First is aquifers, which is the primary source of drinking water, groundwater that fills spaces, wells, and pumps are used to remove water. An aquifer is a body of rock or sediment that holds groundwater. Groundwater is the word used to describe precipitation that has infiltrated the soil beyond the surface and is collected in empty spaces underground. Next is surface waters, which are lakes, reservoirs, and rivers dammed to create reservoirs. Basically, surface water is any body of water above ground, including streams, rivers, lakes, wetlands, reservoirs, and creeks. So the next process is screening and straining. Screening is the first unit operation used at treatment plants. Screening removes objects such as rags, paper, plastics, and metals to prevent damage and clogging down of downstream equipment, piping, and appurtenances. Some modern wastewater treatment plants use both coarse screens and fine screens. Screening and screening and straining basically is a pre-water wastewater treatment which aims to prevent coarse solids such as plastics, rugs, and other trash from entering a sewage system or treatment plant. Solids get trapped by inclined screens or bar racks. The spacing between the bars are usually 15 to 40 millimeters depending on the cleaning patterns. So screening is basically yun na yun. Next ay the example ng screening, bali yung mga bakod ay nag-filter ng mga physical debris, yung mga basura na pwedeng makadumi sa tubig. The next process is coagulation or flocculation. Coagulation is the chemical water treatment process used to remove solids from water by manipulating electrostatic charges of particles suspended in water. The process introduces small, highly charged molecules into water to destabilize the charges on the particles, colloids, or oily materials in suspension. So it is a process used to neutralize charges and form a gelatinous mass to trap or bridge particles, thus forming a large enough mass to settle or be trapped in the filter. Then flocculation is a gentle stirring or agitation to encourage the particles thus formed to agglomerate into large masses that are large enough to settle or be filtered from the solution. So, next slide. So, ito yung visual representation ng process na nakita na nilagyan ng coagulant yung untreated water para yung mga impurities ay ma-absorb nito at para na rin mas madaling ma-filter out. Yung next process is sedimentation and clarification. The purpose of sedimentation is to enhance the filtration process by removing particulates. Sedimentation is the process by which suspended particles are removed from the water by means of gravity or separation. Then clarification is essential step in a water or wastewater treatment process to remove suspended solids through gravity settling, providing a clarified liquid effluent. The accumulated solids or sludge form the bottom of the sedimentation tank are removed periodically. Coagulants are typically added to water before sedimentation to aid in the settling process. After sedimentation, there are often other treatment steps. So ito yung visual representation ng sedimentation. The process usually incorporates a rectangular circular tank, which is called the clarifier, that holds the water or wastewater during a set period of time to allow these solids to settle to the bottom. Most clarifiers have a cone or slope bottom section that concentrates the settled solids. Settled solids can be pumped to storage or further treatment.
So we're moving to filtration. Using filtration in water treatment, solid particles are entirely removed from the water. This can be from groundwater, surface water, or even pre-treated wastewater. This process in water treatment have a clear objective to provide the correct quality of water for the specific industrial application. So from the root word filtrate or fil, fil, filtra. Ito yung process ng paglilinis ng isang tubig or liquid para mas maganda ang product or maganda ang ma-provide na tubig. Magandang quality ng tubig. So ito yung nangyayari kapag nag-filtrate ka na ng isang water. So the next one is disinfection. Water disinfection means the removal, disinfection, or killing of pathogenic microorganisms. Microorganisms are destroyed or deactivated, resulting in termination of growth and reproduction when microorganisms are not removed from drinking water. Drinking water usage will cause people to fall ill. Sterilization is the process related disinfection. However, during the sterilization process, all present microorganisms are killed, both harmful and harmless microorganisms. So sabi dito sa disinfection, dinidisinfect niya ang ating tubig para mawala ang mga microorganism na nakakasama sa ating katawan. Kahit hindi siya nakakasama or harmless, inaalis din ang bagay na ito. So ito yung nangyayari kapag nagdi-disinfect ka na ng water supply. So kanina sa filtration, sinasabi, filter yung water. So dito naman, mapupunta na siya sa disinfection. Hahaluan siya ng chlorine solution tank to treat the disinfected water. To treat. So storage. Safe water storage means that once the water has been treated and is safe to use, it is stored in a container that protects the water from recontamination. So sinasabi dito na i-move ang water natin sa isang storage or isang lalagyanan para maiwasan natin or hindi makontamina yung tubig na na-process na sa filtration at sa buong process niya sa pag-filter and sa disinfection. So ito yung mga storage water supply. So kung minsan nakikita natin to sa mga bayaran ng tubig, dito sa amin nakikita namin. So distribution. A water distribution system is one in which the drinking water is transported from the centralized treatment plant or well supply to provide service connection or consumer taps. These systems aim to preserve the quality and quantity of water as well as maintain sufficient pressures in the distribution of water. So dito na na-distribute ang water. Halimbawa na lamang dito sa amin sa Talavera Water District. Kapag niyari na i-process ang tubig, lalagay natin sa storage. Ngayon, kailangan natin ng distribution sa mga consumer para o magbigay tayo ng quality and quantity na water. So pag sinabi natin quality, magandang tubig at magandang supply, which is yung quantity. So ito yung nangyayari kapag nag-water distribution. Ito yung sinasabi ko. So may treatment, talagay sa storage tank, di-distribute na sa mga bahay na kailangan ay quality at equally divided ang maibigay sa mga consumer. So the next one is stage of public water distribution. So pump intake, coagulation. So ito nga yung sinasabi ni Lyndon kanina na coagulation, sedimentation, so filtration, disinfection, storage to distribution. So kung malalaman, nakikita natin ganun ang dalig. Kasi kung makikita natin, sa una pa lang is, ang process niya is collection, screening, straining. Ito yung pump intake sa collection, tapos coagulation and punctuation, sedimentation, clarification, filtration. So makikita natin yan sa dulong slide na yung pinakabuong process ng pangyayari sa tubig. So that's it. Thank you.